We're passing around flesh.
Holy mackerel.
All right, let's start talking about the scam they pulled on you, because that was fun, that was symbolic, that was important. Heads on a stick, action figures destroyed, tapes destroyed. But here is the detail, the nuance, which we're going to present to you without crayons.
All right, you ready? Okay. Now, this is the part that James Randi talks about. How there's no nuance, no details, no information given to you. You're all slack-jawed chuckleheads, droolers, lunatics.
Yeah, I'm not so sure after that last segment that plays too well. I'm chopping off.
I have here in my hand, this is the vote that they had on February 14th to put Prop 1A on the ballot. Prop 1A is being marketed as a spending cap. In reality, it extends your taxes for 2 extra years, $16 billion worth. We told you a few days ago that 26 out of 29 Republican assemblymen voted for Prop 1A to put it on the ballot.
Rhinos! Rhinos! Sellout!
After we told you that, some little schmuck named, let me see, what's his name again?
I forget that guy's name.
Craig let me find it again here. Craig DeLuz, that's his name. He's a little schmuck who works for an assemblyman. He started putting stuff on the internet that John and Ken were wrong. That the real vote was February 19th. That the February 14th vote had nothing to do with taxes. So we spent a day and a half going for the truth. If we screwed up, we will admit it. But we didn't screw up. We were right.
Yeah!
All they did was try to cover their tracks.
I have here in my hand a copy of the front page of the floor report for the Special Session Budget Adjustment and State Budget Act, put out by Noreen Evans, chairman of the Assembly Budget Safety Committee. When they got the votes, when they got this tax package on February 14th, this Prop 1A, this false spending cap, I have it right here. They were told that part of Prop 1A was to extend these taxes right here in the middle of the page. The 1-cent sales tax increase would be extended until June 30th of 2012. The personal income tax surcharge would be extended till the end of 2012. The personal income tax dependent credit reduction, that's a fancy term for that child tax credit. That right now you get $300 off per kid on your taxes. Now it's going to be slashed to $100. You are penalized $200 per child just for having children. That gets extended to June 30th of 2013.
So they knew what was coming, and they voted for Prop 1A. Overwhelmingly, the Republicans voted to put Prop 1A on the ballot because those taxes were going to be added later. The trick was they were going to vote on 1A and vote yes and tell you what the taxes were in it. Those came later, and then I voted no. If they had stopped 1A on that day with that vote, the tax extension would be dead.
All right, so just to correct, the tax credit would have been to the end of 2012. Then the car tax extended till June 30th of 2013.
Can you believe it? I mean, the car tax. Schwarzenegger based half of, or really almost all of his campaign on the car tax. Remember that? I mean, we're going to play those clips.
Just to explain again, this Prop 1A passed in the legislature 74-6. 26 out of 29 Republicans voted for Prop 1A, and they knew that the taxes were coming. However, the taxes were part of a separate vote. Only 3 Republicans took part in that vote. but they all knew that if they voted for the framework of Prop 1A, that the taxes would be part of it. It was a way for Republicans to pass the taxes without actually voting for the taxes.
Now remember, all of this was worked out in those secret Big Five negotiations that went on in the days before that. This was all a plan and an effort to cover their tracks. So when they talk to you when you call or when you email and they give you this BS about how I voted against the tax extension part of Prop 1A, it is a sham. It is a lie.
It's a sham because once they voted for the structure of Prop 1A on February 14th, they were told taxes were coming, and the Democrats already knew they had enough votes for the taxes. They didn't need all the Republicans. They only needed 3. But nearly all the Republicans went along with the structure of Prop 1A, knowing the taxes would be included. However, they wanted a separate vote that they could use as cover to fool you.
Unbelievable!
And that's what they do. Do we all understand this?
Off with their heads! 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 All right, we're going to take a break. We got a lot to do when we come back. We'll have more people destroying Arnold movies over here. More head chopping over here. We got booths over there. We didn't even look at those booths over there. I wanted to see those games that we got going on there built around the theme of heads on a stick. We're going to talk to the Recall Adams people. Boy, Anthony Adams, he's a gift that just keeps on giving, isn't he?
Yeah, and Clay,
what a beaut.
Clay, get that clip of Anthony Adams on the public radio show.
And first thing when we come back, we'll play the clip of Arnold rolling back your car tax back in 2003 and being quite proud of it. What a liar.
Hey, he can afford those. John Penn.
Heads on a stick.
Heads on a stick!